We don't even actually have to wait for the banner to come out to preview the new unit, so we can actually check her out now. Thanks to Renzi at DBZ Space.
Candy now.
What is going on, everybody? Nasdorachi here, coming at you today with an episode for Dragon Ball Legends, albeit a one with a little bit of a different format. I just kind of wanted to make this more of a chatty video. We're going to be talking about rumors and leaks and upcoming information like what you can see on the screen right now. We'll also be maybe sifting through some Reddit and Facebook and other Twitter posts and stuff to check that out. So I figured that this would work well for what we have going on today. We'll try and get through it all relatively fast, and a lot of you may know some or parts of this information, so we'll start off the episode today. And first and foremost, Stan Lee died yesterday, so a big RIP to him. The man is a freaking legend, and as you can see, I have Marvel stuff all over my house, so of course, hopefully everybody knows that already. So big tribute to him. It's completely unrelated, but jumping into what we're looking at today, we have, first and foremost, a new banner coming out. Now, my personal opinion on this banner, and I haven't looked at too many other videos or other people's opinions, is that it depends, really. If you're a newer player and haven't been playing for very long, or you're re-rolling, this banner is actually exceptionally good. Not only does it have a powerhouse unit like Cell on it, it's got great defensive units like 16 and 17 on it. It also has the original 18, which will be helpful in the future for fleshing out a female warriors team. And it's got this new android 18 on it as well, which to me, she seems kind of like the 18 that we already have. Now, this seems to be the outfit she's wearing when they're fighting Stage 2 Semi-Perfect Cell, where she's kind of changed her clothes kind of later on in her part in the Cell timeline. But she is a blue unit, specializes in strike attacks, which is the yellow one already specializes in strike attacks, and she has a really great kind of strike-based ultimate arts technique. But this one instead here, and I know this banner will be out in a little bit, so we'll be able to kind of go into it a little bit more in depth, but she seems like she can kind of still make use of sidestep from her, make the most use of her rapid recovery to perform strike attacks in a row, and she shows great strength right from the beginning of battle. So I'm assuming that she's just going to be a good counter for Gogeta first and foremost for the androids team, because androids are definitely lacking a strong blue unit, and I think that that's really where she's going to fill in. She's a great anti-red unit, but I'm curious to see if she's going to have that female warriors tag or not. Now, outside of that, you do just have Cell, 16, 17, and old 18 returning. So again, great for newer players, and good for me if I were to pull on it. I'd get more 16 and Cell. I'd like that to get both of them to 5 stars. But for more veteran players like myself, it is honestly more of a bait banner. And the reason I say that is because we probably already all have all of these characters except for the new 18, and it's just... Thanks for the sub, No Smoke. But it's just more, I don't know, it's not super convenient when they come out with a banner that only has one new unit on there, because your odds of getting just that one new unit are extremely low. You know, they claim 1% are the odds, but just due to variances in probability, you might find that it's way worse than 1 out of 100 pulls, because you could do 100 pulls and you very well might not get this 18 at all. So when they do banners with only one new unit, it's just kind of, it's not favorable, not for me anyway, because I have all the other ones, and I would much rather save my Chrono Crystals for the rumors that we have upcoming. So we're going to jump into that really soon here. But this banner, again, Legends Androids, is just the equivalent of Legends Rising, but for the Android, or the Boundary Breaking Saiyans banner, if you're kind of familiar with that. So there most likely won't be any tickets. I doubt it'll be a step up, because they called the last step up banner was actually called a Legends step up banner. So I'm assuming it'll be just like the Legends Saiyans banner that we just saw with Bardock on it, Super Vegeta, and you know the drill there. It's just the androids version of that banner. We don't even actually have to wait for the banner to come out to preview the new unit. So we can actually check her out now. Thanks to Renzi at DBFZ Space, even though the game is technically still down for maintenance, it's soft maintenance for me right now, we can actually look at her right now. So level 1500, strike attack's going to be 43k, and blast 49k. That's kind of not great, but we're seeing units now that are sometimes hitting 60k. So if this is accurate, then even if she's a melee-based unit, her stats are kind of up here. I don't know. It looks pretty good down here when you're looking at the chart. So we'll see if this number right here is accurate. But yeah, slice damage, pierce 102, explode. Main ability, cool, beauty, draw a special move arts card, plus 40% of damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Requirements, five timer counts. Wow, she can use this right at the start of battle. So this maybe might make up for the low numbers right here because they want her to be a burst or just like a lead-in. They want her to be a point character where she's just going to be point burst in. Let's see the unique ability. -10 to own strike arts cost from the battle start for 30 timer counts. Hybrid Saiyan strike attack up 40% to damage. So she's going to have within the first 5 seconds. Wow. Okay, so she's not good on paper when you just look at her stats, but when you combine her main ability that can be used after 5 seconds, so 40% damage, she's going to have 80% damage to Hybrid Saiyan straight out the gate for at least 20 seconds, where she's going to have combined damage, but wow, 30 seconds overall for the -10 to own strike arts cost. So you still be able to sidestep all day with this android character right here, and she's going to be doing a ridiculous amount of damage. The special Infinity Bullet deals major impact damage, inflicts enemy with a tribute downgrades, plus 20% to strike damage received. 50, wow, 40% to inflict paralyze. So she will be at plus 100% damage with strike cards to Hybrid Saiyans. Now, this can be subbed out of, so if you hit this with the enemy, this will be an unfavorable condition that they will almost definitely want to substitute out of. And then 40% chance to inflict paralyze, that might hang them up from subbing out even. So this is a really good unit for the androids team. What's her Z ability? 19% to element blue base strike and blast attack during battle. And that doesn't really scale up because it's already just 2 things straight out the gate. But she's a blue unit, so she'll team really well with Dabura. Basically, she'll team well with everything you see right here. I don't even have to read them off. But she's still not, just like the other Android 18 we currently have, the yellow one, she's still not going to be a good contributor to the androids team. You're still going to see her on there a lot, but she's just not putting forth anything. But she's definitely, I don't know, the other Android 18's great for combating purple units like Gotenks and Janemba. But this one will be great for fighting red units like Gogeta and Perfect Cell. So I don't know, man. She's equally useful, but I don't know if you would sub, who would you sub out on your current androids team for her other than the other Android 18? That's really kind of what I'm looking at right now. So she's an interesting unit. I like her burst damage straight out the gate. It's amazing. I guess she is much better than the other Android 18 for anti-hybrid Saiyans as well. But her stats on paper, once those buffs fade, are not super great. So you'll definitely want to be using her early and as much as possible, and then potentially saving her for Rising Rush bait. But that's super cool that Renzi did add her to the list of characters. Let's see if there's any EX characters I don't recognize that he may have added. I don't see anything yet. The news update said there could be other new characters, but Renzi probably just only took the time to add the important one, the new one there. So that is super cool. Now, the other rumors that I was talking about, and the stuff that's way more exciting for veteran players, and honestly for newer players as well, this will be way more interesting, is the fact that we are getting Goku Black, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Kale in a future banner, probably about 2 weeks or less away. I would expect that if they're doing these characters, there probably will be V-Jump scans for this. And the only reason why I definitely consider this like a legitimate leak and stuff like that is because this is the same account, the same guy who leaked the Gogeta banner a couple days before the V-Jump scans even dropped, and that allowed me to make a video about that. So I do consider this to be a legitimate kind of shot in the dark for this guy. He's got some sort of source of information in Japan, or to the creators of the V-Jump magazine maybe, or I don't know who he knows, but he definitely knows something. And I would tend to agree. Some people have been saying like Fuse Zamasu or Groze, but I think it is going to be just the base form Goku Black. And there's also been some evidence, I don't know if I feel like digging through Twitter long enough to find it, but there's been some evidence that there's going to be more development with the transformation mid-battle to the game system, or at least some type of awakenings. I know I saw another YouTube video, I think it was Chicken that made it, but it was on Reddit that there was a post with just different ID tags. And whether that's in-game transformations or kind of awakenings outside of combat, we're not entirely sure yet. But yeah, I'm not going to dig through that at this current second. We're still talking about Twitter here. But yeah, so there's possibility for awakening, grinding for medals, or maybe just a character that's Goku. Like the picture, if you guys saw that video, it didn't get too many views, but I did kind of pioneer a system where you could use the main ability to transform from like Goku to Super Saiyan 3 Goku mid-fight, and something like that. Now, it's very similar again to what Shallot's main ability is, and since they introduced that with him, there's no reason to not expect that we just won't see that mechanic again. So that was the point that I was giving there. But this guy likes to play his little games, and he likes dropping hints. So again, I'm pretty sure it's legitimate. Looking at the Twitter here, I do believe that we will be seeing Goku Black, and probably Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because he's kind of in the timeline where we're at in the regular Ultra Space Time banners. Just, oh, that's incredibly laggy. I had to disable hardware acceleration for OBS to pick up Chrome for whatever reason. But yeah, so we are getting the PvP reset. We're getting that Androids banner, which will kind of bait people out of their crystals before they release a potential Goku Black, Kale, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, potentially Vegito as well will be coming soon. Maybe not this banner, but soon. And hopefully there'll be some type of Legends Saiyans banner that introduces Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku. But now that we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we kind of are skipping Super Saiyan 2 maybe? I don't know, that's a little awkward. But those are still 2 units that I really would like to have. And again, right here, just showing that this was the same guy who leaked the Gogeta hints. So, seems like we're going to have fun with this again. But I waited a couple days before I covered this, so that's why we already know. And then he said right here, remember, this is a hint, not the answer. So we're not probably getting Vegito yet, but of course he'll be coming to the game soon. What most of us are thinking. Humor, highly rated post. Ha! Yeah, this is from the Diablo Immortal fiasco. But I don't know, man. Again, my opinion on this is that if you are a newer player, this is still a good banner. This 18 is a good unit, a very good unit versus Hybrid Saiyans and red units. But she's better on a blue team, which might be good for the new Dabura too. He's an anti-Hybrid Saiyans unit too. You could build a mean blue-purple team with this 18, Dabura, and maybe, I don't know, Gotenks or Android 17 or just whoever else that you'd want to throw on there in the purple department. Janemba, I guess, would be okay as long as you have 17 on there, and maybe Turles as well to kind of buff him up. But I don't know how you'd split that, but it'll be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to pull her or not either, because honestly, you guys, I'm not going to make a heavy investment just for this 18 and Cell and 16 dupes, 17 dupes. I mean, they're on the Masters Pack, the old 17 and 18. So 16 and Cell and the new 18 are really the only kind of walk-away things that you really want from this banner just as is. I'm kind of mixed. I'd rather have Goku Black, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Kale, honestly. I mean, even though this 18 is kind of good as a female warrior as well. That's just kind of my thoughts on that. I don't know if there's any other super quality posts on here we need to go over yet. Maybe I could split this into another video where I just kind of troll through Reddit posts and respond to them. But we're at kind of a good time right now. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Kind of just more of a discussion talking about the upcoming leaks. We have no idea what colors the Gogeta, the Goku Black, and the Kale are going to be yet. But as soon as V-Jump scans hit, I will try and make a video as soon as possible. Sorry I've been slack this past week, you guys. It's just I don't really want to make fluff videos that aren't about anything. I like to talk about stuff that's meaningful. So, and honestly, I may pick up a second game just to throw more content on the channel. I mean, I'm not really a DB Legends only YouTuber, so if you see something else on the channel, hopefully it doesn't upset you. I kind of want to do some content on Red Dead 2 Online when the online comes out. So I don't know, until next time you guys, which should be very soon, I'll be able to do my trash or treasure stuff here in about 30 minutes. So I will record that as well and get back to you guys. I hope that you've had good luck on your PvP grind and your climb there. If you've been making summons, I hope that they've been going well for you also. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on the state of the game and just what your experience has been recently, your meta team builds, stuff like that. Anything that you kind of have in your head about the game, I'd love to hear about it. And again, any polls you make, hopefully you do have great luck. I will see you guys on the next video. If you're new around here, consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell so I can see you too on the next video. And to everyone, I hope you have a great day. And again, I'll be back shortly with another video for Trash or Treasure and maybe a summon on the Android 18 banner. I don't know. We'll see when we get to that bridge. But later, you guys, have a good one. Peace out.